Hello everybody, welcome in. Now, don't be shocked, okay? I'm trying something. Hello everybody, welcome in. Vex whenever you're ready. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What the hell is that handsome man wearing? And I was thinking the same. I'm thinking, so there's a couple of people who are much more famous than I am. And what they all have is a bit of brand identity. Welcome in everyone, by the way. And instead of a waistcoat, like one of my favourite Josh Hayes wears, that's an outright copy. Instead of a singlet, I don't like a singlet, like, what's his face? I can't remember his name, I don't even watch him. I thought, I know, shirt and suspenders. That's something I've got, that's something I like. I used to be properly into streams, suits and suspenders. These are actual proper ones that you have to button in. I got these tailored, these pants, to make sure they have the buttons in. It goes down to, you can hardly find these anywhere, but these suspenders, they go down to one like a hobbit. Normally they go back into two. So if you can support me while I go through this time. Anyway, I thought this music would be a little bit better. Superhero Swing. It's one that we haven't listened to yet. Let's do a better one. I like Icy Tundra. How are we all anyway? Welcome in. How was your week? What's been going on? Are we ready for... Where do you want me? Are we ready for episode 2 of the Citadel of Chaos? You can see a little bit of green screen. Oh. How's that? Nope. It must be perfect. We've got the outfit now. We've got the costume. Now the green screen must be perfect. Thank you. Music is Pink Floyd. Yeah, it was Superhero Swing, it was called. Not all of these books are medieval and fantasy. Some of them are futuristic and superhero and detective-y, apparently, judging by the blurb. Thank you, Mutton, coming to save the day. What I could have done was just turn the green screen off, and that would have fixed it as well, wouldn't it? Can you stretch your suspenders? That is a tier 2 sub activity, that is. Are we all here? Did we all catch the VOD? Are we all fully engrossed and know exactly where we are and what we're doing? If you remember last stream at the end, if any of you here now were there, we did get a little bit of an interruption from Baby Bim, so let's set the standards again, everybody. Whatever your standards are, if you're new here, if you're not, lower those standards. We are at the mercy of my daughter. She's currently sleeping, she's 2.5. If she wakes up, I'll have to remove myself and I'll be 5 minutes, I'll be 20 minutes. If you're watching this on the VOD, they'll be edited out, so you don't need to worry at all. But if you're watching this live, that's what we're dealing with. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Take notes, because there will be a test at the end. My expectation cannot be lower. Fantastic. What I intend... This is... Can't you just edit it live? No. What was I going to say? I can't remember. It was something poignant. Anyway, are we all ready? Grab yourself something hot, other than yourself. And let's begin. Fighting Fantasy Classic. So, I remember, we've bookmarked it here, but that was only because this is to resume the stream. If we die, we're going back to the start, okay? So don't you worry. Can I remove the bookmark? I don't know what that meant. So what happened? So I made a video about it, actually. Should we watch the last part of the VOD together? so that we're all fully caught up. Now that's a bad idea. There was a rock golem type thing and a table and a pile of rocks and a chest on it. And we decided to ignore all of that and just go for the other door. And I think this is the door. I made a so we are live on YouTube and Twitch. We are live on the main YouTube channel. The VODs are on the second YouTube channel, BIM94 and More, where I'm uploading clips as well. I'm making short clips, and one of the clips was, Twitch chat makes the wrong decisions. Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So we have resumed where the wrong decision left off. Okay, I'm sure whatever we do now, we'll get more context the more we read. So shall we just begin? Oh, do you remember O'Shamus the Leprechaun? Let's not do that bit again. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway, which runs eastward for several meters and then ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually find yourself in a narrow passageway. A short distance ahead, you can see an opening into a large, well-lit room. You press on forwards. If you've not been here before, every option, every choice is going to be polled in Twitch. If you're here on YouTube, you're not going to get polled. The room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table, large enough to seat some 40 or 50 people, stands in the centre. Edged with chairs, various doors and passageways lead from the room, but you are particularly interested in two wide staircases which lead upward to either end of a balcony overlooking the hall. A mezzanine. Paintings and suits of armour decorate the walls. The room is empty. What would you like to investigate? To explore the left-hand staircase upwards, turn to 19. We can take the right-hand staircase upwards. We can take a closer look at the paintings or inspect the suits of armour. Everybody, the first poll of the night. New poll. Twitch chat, I'm going to ask you a question. The question is, what do? Left-hand staircase. Case upstairs. How are we all anyway? Did we have a nice new year? Was that this week? Oh, I can't. It's too long. So left-hand staircase. Right-hand staircase. Well, that's not supposed to staircase. Already a flying start. Staircase. Paintings. Or suits of armour. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Hello Zoe, welcome in. Congratulations on first as well, Mutton. Vex, Spud, we're all here. We are all here. Pyro, making it in. Ooh. We went to a steam railway museum in Thirlmere on New Year's Day. That was lovely. Baby Bim is fully into her Thomas the Tank Engine era. Moment Prav on here. Okay, so let me rephrase that. Not everyone is here, but the best people are here. That's what I meant to say. Oh, someone from YouTube. Oh, everyone, best behaviour. YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Welcome in. Bam Ikoning. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? We're reading a book today, and I'm polling every choice in Twitch chat. Suits of Armour wins it with 67%. Turn to 151. The suits of armour are a variety of shapes and sizes, and you shiver to think of the strange creature they must have been for. Perhaps you may yet come across some of them. As you examine one particularly grand suit, its hand suddenly rises and whacks you across the face. You stagger back, spitting blood. You lose 2 stamina points. But the armour makes no further move. and you decide it may be prudent to get away from these hostile armor suits. You may either proceed up the left-hand staircase or up the right-hand staircase. We have lost the option to examine the paintings. So, Twitch chat, I'm going to ask you an important question. Left hand or right hand staircase? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. What do you do? Oh, YouTube is kicking off. It's funny, I've put this on the main YouTube where there are over 8,000. There's 8,000. How many subscribers are there? There's 8,500 or so. 8,584. How mental is that? And I put that on the I'm streaming this on the main channel, thinking, oh, everybody's going to be flooding in from there. Always start by going left. We have about, 10 seconds left? Fireworks are illegal in Australia, but they still get set off. I don't like them. I think they're a waste of time, waste of money. Scare pets, then they wake up my daughter. But they didn't this year, thankfully. 67% say the right-hand staircase. 8.58k. That's a ridiculous number. It's a ridiculous number. What do we say? Right hand. The stairs are well worn and creak under your weight. Cautiously, you climb up to the balcony. Along the balcony, there are 3 doors. Which would you like to take? The door to the left, the centre, or investigate the door to the right? Another poll so soon. Dogs hate them. Yeah, people get injured. Mish, Jesus. What do? Left, centre, or why is it written this way? Investigate the door to the right. I think that's just artistic flair, though. Natural selection. Jesus. Where I used to live, it used to go on for like an hour, and it was loud, ridiculous. And I remember getting really upset, like, oh no, this fireworks should be banned. And my wife turned to me and was like, no, they are illegal. And I was like, oh, what can you do then? They're already illegal, and people are still doing them. What's the? So I can't do anything then. There's nothing to do. Ugh. Or is that me just getting older? I think fireworks is something adults think that children love. I don't go outside on New Year's Eve because people throw fireworks at bikers. Ooh, I remember my mum telling me a story. When she was younger, she was in like the Girl Scouts, and she was playing an instrument in a band, and people were throwing little fireworks into trying to get them into the tubas or whatever, the big bell, the big bell-ended brass instruments. Terrible. Right wins it by 100% because of the word investigate, isn't it? Man, I'm a big fan. I like your content. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by. Did you see the? Have you come in from the latest one I posted the other day, the 1,000 looters video? That was fun to make. Thank you for saying that though. Investigate the door to the right. Techers, welcome in. Happy New Year. The door opens and you enter the room. It is quite large and decorated with various carvings. It looks something like an artist studio, and a number of unfinished stone statues line one wall. In the centre of the room, a large stone gargoyle is standing on the stone-carved box. As you enter the room, the creature creaks as its head turns towards you. Slowly, it comes alive. Hopping down off its pedestal, it blocks your way through the room to a door on the far side. What will you do? This is a poll choice. Twitch chat. What do? What are the options? Draw sword. Select a spell. I forget which spells we have left. Look through your bag. Look through... Oh gosh. Through... bag. What do we have in our bag? A backpack lantern, a silver mirror, magic battle sword. These are our spells. I can't see what scroll of stamina, scroll of skill, scroll of luck. Oh, they're a okay, yeah. What is our so we have 15 out of 19 stamina, that's our health. 6 out of 8 skill. Okay, that's added to our dice rolls. 11 out of 12 luck. These are all our spells, consumables, and magic. ESP, strength, fire, creature copy, levitation, illusion. What would a silver mirror do? Anyway, or we can nip out the room. Nip out for a bit. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. I've seen all the videos, and I'm now doing a faction only too, but it's hard. Oh, fantastic. Which one did you go for? Oh, you've watched all the content. My god. My goodness. Oh. Happy Saturday night, by the way, Australians. Look at us all having a wild Saturday night in. It's funny, I might show you all later, but I had to re-record my audio for the looters video that I posted this week. Because I'm in a new house, right, and this is an echoey room that I've not recorded in before, so I don't quite know my positions for good audio. Audio sounds better on the Twitch streams, I figured out, because the green screen behind me dampens my voice. And so what I've done now, I've actually put old curtains on all the walls to try and reduce the echo even more. Is it 5 AM for you? So 50%, it wins by 50%. Look through the bag. What do you expect to find through the bag though? Do you have a room for acoustic panels, easy to make? No, I'm in the lounge room. Honestly, before I started streams, I dragged the dining room table into the lounge room, kicked my wife out, and now this is the so behind, here you go, behind the green screen. So the green screen is a green blanket propped up by a fridge cardboard. So we got a fridge delivered. The cardboard it came in is what's propping up the green screen. Behind the green screen is a sofa. I can toss it over. There you go. How was that? Sounds great, Bim. Oh, thank you, Techers. By the Herman Miller. Herman Miller. No, this is a Secret Labs gaming chair. Okay, well, here we go. What will you take from your backpack to try and use against the gargoyle? This book is very pole heavy. What do? Silver mirror. We don't have these, but we could be using a vial of hogweed essence, jar of ointment. I wonder what. So obviously one of those is the correct, unless none of them are. One of them is probably the correct solution to this encounter. Try a spell, or try quickly run out. So we're not nipping out now, we're quickly running out. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. I love these books. Fighting fantasy game books in which you are the hero. I'm dead set, I want to do all of these. One minute. Partway there. From what country are you? So I was born in England, but I have emigrated to Australia. So everything I'm talking about is in Australia time now. So it's currently 9 PM for me now. So that's why you might be confused at the accent. But no, born England. I've got an Aussie passport now. I'm a dual citizen. I don't know what that means if a war starts, though. And conscription is enlisted. Is that the right words to say? I don't follow sport, so there's no rivalry there. I am forklift certified, though, which does make me... which is probably what I owe my success to. Silver mirror. You hold up the mirror, but the creature merely swings at it and smashes it into pieces. You'd better leave the room quickly and try the middle door on the balcony. Twitch chat, you idiots. Before you know it, Ash, welcome in. Welcome in. You listen at the door. This is you, Ash. Ash listens at the door and can hear squeaky voices laughing and squabbling. You try the handle and the door opens. Inside is a brightly coloured room. A few small beds are in one corner, and strewn about on the floor are small mannequins of various brutish creatures. Along the right-hand wall is a large box, and just beyond the box is a door. In the centre of the floor, and looking up at you quizzically, are 3 infant creatures. They are human-like, but have green skin, pointed ears, and slit-like eyes. What will your approach be? Draw your sword and prepare to fight the infants. To look in your pack for something to offer. Or walk confidently across the room. Twitch chat. You have 1 minute. If you are new here, what to do? Please lower your standards to the absolute minimum. Put me on your second monitor. Minimize me. Draw a sword, because if my daughter, Baby Bim, wakes up, I will have to pause stream briefly for 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, until I can settle her back to sleep, and then I'll be back. If you're watching this on the VOD in the future, they'll be edited out. That's not Baby Bim, that's voices outside, or in my head. Look through your pack. Look through pack. Now, we did only have the silver mirror, but I know at another time we pulled out weeds to try and convince a guard that we were a herbalist. So maybe looking in your pack, might be able to find crap like that. Walk with confidence. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Do I have any plans to collect content for your daughter to give her on her birthdays? What do you mean by that exactly? Like take photos and videos of her? What do you mean exactly? Like to collect content? Like embarrassing photos, or collect content? Like you mean gather memes for her? Because I collect content all the time. Thanks to you mainly. I steal all your memes in your various places. I'll show her your memes. That's the content I'm collecting for her birthdays. Interesting memories. Yeah, well, we're always taking photos, obviously. She is cute though. She's her head is a sponge. She remembers stuff that we've said once. It's incredible. Look through the pack. 100% of you say look through the pack. And there's not just one vote, that's 3 of you. All of you in unison together say look through the pack. Ah, I thought it was going to... Okay, we look through the pack. It is empty. What items will you take? Was it a pocket myriad? A spider in a jar? Oh, we could have smashed... We could have opened that. That would have been carnage. A handful of berries. If you cannot offer these, draw your sword or head for, or employ an illusion spell. We didn't have that before, did we? Twitch chat. What do all these choices? These are so many choices. Sword. Head for door. Oh, cut that. Paste head for door, or illusion spell. Twitch chat, we have 1 minute. Maybe later in life she might enjoy looking back on these streams. Well, I hope so. Well, it's funny you say that because I definitely want to read these books to her. I read, I've not read this book, but I read the first one, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and a couple of the others myself, and I bloody loved them. But I think there is value in doing this as a group event. I remember reading this and and loving it, but I probably couldn't do like a whole book in a night. But I'd spend the whole day playing these books with my daughter. That sounds like great fun. That sounds like great. Did I do the poll? Yes. What are we all thinking? We're split a little bit. Oh no, we're not. Illusion spell. We're all thinking. Don't forget, all my spells. All of my spells are consumable. If we use them once, we've lost it for the rest of the game. But 83% say use the illusion spell scroll. None of your offerings are of any particular interest to these creatures, who are much more interested in you than your gifts. You try to impress them with an illusion spell, creating a colourful rainbow across the centre of the room. They are fascinated and allow you to pass through the far door. So I just berated you for using the illusion spell, but maybe the consequence of not using the illusion scroll would be far worse. So I will hold my grudge against you for now. You leave the room and head down a short corridor some meters down. You find yourself at the foot of a staircase. This is a spiral staircase which leads right up into the Citadel Tower, which we're trying to get to. You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with two doorways in front of you. Will you take the left-hand door or the right-hand door? Twitch chat. I feel another poll coming on. Left or right? It's funny, this book is using lefts and rights a lot more. The previous book, the first book, this is the second book in the series. The first book always used north, south, east or west. This is saying like left or right. But the first book you had to draw a map along with you. Let's hope it's not another brutal. Oh gosh, no, I hope not. I think they've learned their lesson from that, because that was, I think that's one of the things necessary. I think that was necessary for the authors, Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone, to learn and better their writing. Because with a lot of things, you have to do to learn. You can't just read to prepare. Sometimes you actually have to do the thing to get better at the thing. And I think that's one of the examples of a good idea that just wasn't... It as long as it's fun, right? Particularly with like these books. As long as it's fun, it's fine. I think that Labyrinth took away the fun. Zoe, is there a problem? Was that a what don't? What are you talking about? 67% say left, and Zoe has a problem. I forget now. Fair enough. We go left. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Sometimes I talk and I don't know that I'm talking. The door opens, allowing you into a large circular room. You scratch your head quizzically. In the centre of the room, you can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench, on which stands a chest, locked with metal fastenings. The trench is too wide to jump and is very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope. A door leads from the room opposite the door you came in through. How will you deal with this strange conundrum? Ignore the box, casting a strength spell and leaping, or pick up the rope and formulate a plan. Twitch chat. What do? Walk to door. Strength spell and leap. Or rope. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. I tell you what, I like the idea of having like this branded clothing. Like whenever you see the fella with a white shirt and suspenders, you know it's Bim. I like that sort of idea, but I'm bloody hot. Coffee is finished. 39 minutes, 33 seconds. That's how long we've been recording for. Suspenders, just need one of those bloody guys. Yeah, well, I've got one of those. I love that. I love that whole style. I've never seen Peaky Blinders, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Pants are overrated. Yeah, but that's what these suspenders are buttoned to. They're not clipped. They're not clipped. These are actual buttons. These pants are... I say pants because I'm in Australia. These trousers are... I've tailored them so that they fit this specific pair of suspenders, which I actually wore these suspenders on my wedding day. Rope, 75%. An idea strikes you. You tie the rope into a loop with a slip knot at the end. Whirling the rope around your head, you try to snare the chest. After several throws, your loop goes over the chest and the slip knot tightens around it. You pull, and the chest shifts. You pull once, and it falls over the edge and is down to the trench. But to your dismay, the weight of the box is enormous, and it pulls you right over with it. If you have a levitation spell, use it. Otherwise, we must turn to 82, whatever 82 is, but that's probably a grim fate. Twitch chat, what do? If we die, we go back to the beginning. Levitation scroll. Or turn to 82. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Do you remember when we were with O'Shamus the leprechaun? When we were with him, we entered a room and we got blinded, and something with sharp teeth was mauling us, and it was at our throats, and we lost consciousness. And we woke up, and it turned out all to be a practical joke from the leprechaun. But we could have thrown a whole bunch of spells at that encounter, but it was just a joke. I wonder if this is similar, or if the encounter with the leprechaun was to trick us and think that going to whatever 82 is a good choice, because it doesn't say we die. But I don't know if I would choose that myself. Twitch chat, what did you decide? Levitation scroll. Only 57% say levitation scroll. You release the rope and float into the air, dropping back on the ground on the rim of the trench. You curse at the fiendish trap that had been laid for greedy adventurers like yourself. You move on to the door opposite your entrance and try the handle. You leave through the door and find yourself at the foot of another spiral staircase leading up into the Black Tower. Climbing the stairs, you eventually come to a landing where a single door is the only way onwards. You try the door. It opens slowly. By the way, if you weren't here last stream, what's the point of this game? What's the story? There is one evil person, and they are building an army, and they are going to try and go on a big conquest, starting with your village, your town, your city. And you are the best pupil at your wizard school. Your tutor is too old for this, and you have been selected personally by King Salomon, whoever that is, to go and assassinate this top guy who is in the Black Tower, in the Citadel of Chaos, to assassinate him. That's the story. So that's what we're going to do. That's the point of this. The intro was about 6 pages long, but I think Salomon. He said King Salomon. Oof, gosh. You feel yourself sucked into the room. As if by magic, your torch flickers and dies. The room is pitch black. From nowhere, yet everywhere, comes a mocking laugh which fills the room. "Foolish adventurer," says another voice, which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. A voice which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. Are we doing this? High to low. High to low. The voice changes its tone from high to low. Welcome to the home of Ganges. That's not as menacing as... That's not right, is it? Shall we stop that? Welcome in, Mo. Hello, Quill. Hello, everybody. Oh, chat's popping off now. If you're watching the VOD, you are missing out. Mo's in town now. Hello. Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. Ah, but of course, you cannot see, can you? But we can see you, can't we, brothers? And laughing voices come from all around you. Suddenly, a ghostly white, luminous face flies towards you. You recoil in horror, throwing yourself on the ground, and begin to feel very frightened. You lose 1 skill, 2 stamina, and 1 luck point for your fear. How will you escape the wrath of the Ganges? Isn't that a river? Has anyone escaped the Ganges before? Twitch chat. What do? We've lost the illusion spell. We lost that on the infants. So we can do a fire spell. Not an illusion. We can feel our backpack. Or draw sword. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Mo, you're here for 2 minutes? My goodness. Heading out soon. I hope you're well. It's always good to see you pop in. Ooh. Ooh. Send them away. Don't do that. Ooh. So this is quite... What did he mean? The voice goes from high to low as it speaks. That's confused me. That's made a mockery of this frightening scene. Believe I want. Moe Poppins. What are we doing? About halfway there. Oh, it's equal. Okay, so here's another rule. Do not 50-50 this. Do not 33-33-33 this. Or we'll just have to do it again. But I'll start dealing out punishments. Welcome in, Huffle. Ooh, that's good. Okay, now we've got a clear winner. That's fine. Couple of seconds. 50% say fire spell. You cast your spell and wait for a fireball to appear at the end of your torch. The torch flickers just enough for you to see that there is a door on the far side of the room, but then it goes out again. The Ganges laugh once more at your efforts to thwart them. You feel a blow on the head, which knocks you to the ground. Lose 2 stamina points. Go at 11 out of 19. What will you try next? Search your backpack, which there is nothing in. Or draw your sword. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. What do? Backpack or sword? I'm not trying to sway the answers. I'm just saying that there is nothing in the backpack. There is a lantern and the backpack in the backpack. We have a magic battle sword and leather armor. We're wearing that and holding that. We have spells. We don't have an illusion spell. There is nothing in the backpack. Don't choose it. Why is... Why have 83% say for backpack already? Right, it's time for some passion fruit drink. Oh, that didn't pop. I see more of you going for the backpack. Rach and I are laughing at you on VC. You shouldn't be on VC, you should be fully focused on this stream. 75%. See, backpack. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're going to pull out something. Is that from Coles? No, this is from Woolies. This is $1.30 from Woolies. Coles have a different version for $1.20, which gives them the edge, but this is superior. Used to be $1. Pre-COVID, that was $1. Search your backpack. 75%. What will you pull from your backpack to use against the Ganges? A spider in a jar, charmed amulet, jar of ointment, or if you have none of these, which we do not, you will have to draw your sword and face them. Okay, you don't like the Coles one? There, thank you, Vex. I knew you were a man of elegance. 2, 4, 8. A silence. Oh God, no! Look, we've lost it. I can see already. A silence spreads over the room. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream comes from one corner, and a hideous face appears in the air, shooting towards you, screaming as it comes. Your hair stands on ends, and your legs turn to jelly. Somehow, you manage to reach the door, fling it open, and race through. However, you have forgotten that you are high in a tower, and the balcony has no railing. You tumble over the ledge and fall straight down. We do not have a levitation spell. We have failed our mission. You are dead. Your quest to assassinate the dread sorcerer Balthus Dyer and save the good folk of the Vale of Willow has come to an untimely end. The end. Okay, chaps and chapettes. Let's do that again. Different options though. Who can remember what we did last time? Because I want to do different choices. But I've got no idea what we did. Mo, thanks for stopping in. I'll see you next time. So this is just character creation. Do we want... Oh, hang on. Okay, before making your rolls, you must choose from one of 3 difficulty settings. This gamebook has been designed for optimum challenge on the Adventurer difficulty mode. For newcomers to Fighting Fantasy, we recommend Adventurer or Free Read modes. For experienced readers, already familiar with printed versions of this gamebook, we recommend Hardcore Hero. Adventurer is play the Citadel of Chaos exactly how Steve Jackson designed it. Very little has been changed. Your starting skill is calculated by rolling 1d6 plus 6. Hardcore skill is 1d6 plus 4. That's just for sword fighting though. Let's keep it on hardcore. And now we're rolling our stamina. I'll just breeze through this. You roll 11. That's one off the maximum. So our stamina is 23. That's one off the most we can get. Skill 4, average, plus 4 is 8. Luck 4 again, plus 6 is 10. Okay. Magic. Roll to determine your magic. So this is new. This isn't in the previous book. This isn't in all the books. But this is magic. So this is your magic score determines how many spell scrolls you may prepare for use during your quest with the Citadel. So every spell scroll is a one-use thing. If we have a high magic roll, we can choose multiples. If we have a low magic roll, we have to miss some out. Okay, 10. Now you may choose your spell scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. So we have to miss 2. I don't know a way to quickly do this with polls. But I think... Do you know what I'll do? Luck and skill aren't as important as stamina. Because stamina is basically our health. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take everything except skill and luck. Take 1, Mage Fire. Levitation, we needed 2 of those to survive. Illusion, we wasted that on the babies. Fool's Gold, Strength, ESP, Creature Copy. So we are done. But what's ESP? Oh, I can't even read it now. Solid plan, you think? Once you've finished selecting your spell scrolls, you must prepare your adventurer's equipment. You begin your adventure with a sword, leather armor, a backpack, and a lantern. Unlike most fantasy adventures, in the Citadel of Chaos, you begin your adventure without provisions. Normally, provisions may be consumed. Restore. Yep, we're all good. Once you've readied your equipment. Okay. Now, I shall read it properly. So this is the lore. If you missed it last stream, this is last episode if you're on the VOD. This is what we're talking about. The lawful good folk of the Vale of Willow have lived for some 8 years in awe and fear of the demi-sorcerer Balthus Dire. In awe since his power is truly awesome, and in fear ever since word leaked from his domain that his ambitious plan of conquest were to commence with the Vale itself. A faithful half-elf, sent on a spying mission to the Black Tower, came galloping back to the Vale 3 days ago with a frantic warning. From within the caverns of Crag and Rock, Balthus Dire had recruited an army of chaotics and was preparing them to attack the Vale within a week. The good King Salomon was a man of action. Messengers were sent throughout the Vale that day to prepare defences and to summon folk to action. Riders had also been sent to the great forest of Yore to warn the half-elves who lived there and to make an appeal for allied forces. King Salomon was also a wise man. He knew well that the news would inevitably reach the Grand Wizard of Yore, a sorcerer of great power, who lived deep within the forest. The wizard was old and would not last through a battle of this magnitude, but he schooled a number of young magicians, and perhaps one of his students in the magic arts with courage and ambition would aid the king and his subjects. You are the star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore. He has been a difficult master, and your own impatience has often gotten the better of you. Perhaps a little too headstrong, you left immediately for Salomon's court. The king welcomed you enthusiastically and explained his plan. The battle could be avoided without bloodshed if Balthus was to be assassinated before his army could be amassed. The mission ahead of you is extremely perilous. Balthus Dire is surrounded, in his citadel, by a multitude of appalling creatures. Although magic is your strongest weapon, there will be times where you must rely on your sword to survive. King Salomon has briefed you on your mission and warned you. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Everybody, Baby Bim's awake. I'll be 5 minutes. Hello, beautiful. That was quick. I was actually waiting for the ads to finish. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, moisten my lips. She's so cute. She came out and was like, oh, it's bright, because there were the lights. She went straight back to sleep. Cute kid. Welcome back to your channel. Thank you, thank you. I did a go live thing on Discord as well. I forgot to do that. Bim is live. Everybody, stop what you're doing on this Saturday night. And this guy read a book. Okay, the briefing. King Salomon has briefed you on your mission and warned you of the dangers that lie ahead. One way through the Citadel is the best for you to take. If you discover it, you will be successful with a minimum of personal risk. It may take you several trips to find this route, as we are finding out. You leave the Vale of Willow and begin the long hike to the Black Tower. At the foot of the hill of Crag and Rock, you can see its outline against the dark sky. Paragraph 1. The sun sets, As twilight turns to darkness, you start your climb up the hill towards the forbidding shape silhouetted against the night sky. The Citadel is less than an hour's climb. Some distance from its walls, you stop to rest. Gazing up at the fortress, a sense of dreadful foreboding fills you, like a fearful spectra. I hate that word. Spectra. What's the correct way to pronounce that? Anyone? Spectre. From which there is no escape. The hairs on your neck prickle as you look towards it. You brush your fears aside and with a grim resolve march onwards towards the main gates, where you will know guards will be waiting. You consider your options. You've already thought about claiming to be a herbalist, come to treat a guard with a fever. You could pose as a trader or an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad, seeking shelter for the night. As you ponder the possibilities and the yarns you may have to spin to the guards, you reach the main trail leading up to the gates. 2 lanterns burn on either side of a portcullis. You hear muffled gruntings as you approach, and 2 misshapen creatures step forward. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a great ape, flexing its powerful arms. Its opposite number is indeed its opposite, with the head of an ape and the body of a large dog. This latter guard approaches you on all fours. It stops some meters in front of you, raises itself on its hind legs, and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Twitch chat, first poll of this timeline. Abyss, welcome in, how are you? Spectre. Twitch chat, what do? Herbalist, which we did do last time, or tradesman. I think we've done that as well. Or nomad. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. So, we have done tradesman before, but we need to use a scroll of fool's gold to convince them. A herbalist, we just need to pass a luck test. Otherwise we fight them. We've not done the nomad option yet, but I think any of these I think tradesman is probably the worst one because we have to use a spell to get through it. Herbalist, we just need to pass a luck check. I don't know about nomad. We've done 1 death this stream. 1 death. Anyway, I hope you're well, everyone. Gosh, I've been so looking forward to this stream. Oh. Are we nearly finished? Twitch chat on a Saturday night. 100% say nomad, the choice I think we have not done before. I'm pretty sure we haven't. The ape dog tells you that no one is allowed in the Black Tower after dark. You will have to look elsewhere for shelter. You may either reassign yourself to a fight, or you may pick up a stone and cast a fool's gold spell on it, offering them a nugget of gold as a bribe to let you in. Twitch chat, what do we do? What do? Use spell or fight? Now, I don't want to sway anything, but I think this is the worst. Oh, hang on. Oh, Baby Bim's awake again. Give me 5 minutes, everybody. There we go. Sorry about that. I think she's having nightmares because she's calling out. She's waking up, but she's very easy to put back down. Thank you for waiting, everybody. What was that? I saw that result. It was, I think it was 100% fight, wasn't it? Here we go. The 2 creatures advance. The ape dog attacks you first, followed by the dog ape. Will you cast a spell or stand and fight? I don't... Listen. Twitch chat, there are a lot of choices here in this game. We have done some of them before. I'm going to make the executive decision and say no, let's not use spells. I remember, actually, we used a strength spell once doing this last time, and with our new strength, we accidentally tossed our sword out, and it said you have lost the advantage of being strong. It's given you, so nothing stays the same. You're stronger, so you get extra skill, but you lost your sword, so you have less skill. So it's as if you didn't use the strength spell. Levitation spell, I think, well, that saved our life once, potentially, hasn't it? It depends what paragraph 83 was. I'm going to make the executive decision to save the scrolls. We have got the highest stamina. 24 is the maximum stamina. So I'm going to make the executive's decision and say we are ready to fight. The unnatural creatures make aggressive cries and move towards you, hefting their weapons. So the way fights work, if you've not been here before, let me move Twitch chat to the other side for the fights so you can see. Stamina. Every successful hit deals 2 stamina. So 2 hits and the ape dog is dead. 12 hits and we are dead. We're going to roll 2 dice, they're going to roll 2 dice, and our skill is going to be added to them. So if they roll on the dice 1 point better than us, then we have drawn. So easy. Look at that. 17 over 2, we deal 2 points of damage. Again. Looks like we're getting hit. We're getting hit. Again. Easy. 17 over 9. 2 hits. Now we've got to do with a dog ape, who is slightly less skill, but more stamina. 14-14, we both miss. Again, can you see my dice rolls? 19 over 11. Hit. 2 more hits and we've won. There's one of them. 1 more. I feel like a sports commentator. 13 over 12, we have killed the dog ape and the ape dog, losing only 2 stamina ourselves. We are triumphant. Oh, is that a subscriber on YouTube, isn't it? That doesn't normally happen on stream. They're probably watching a video. If you're watching the stream, welcome in, but they're probably watching a video and subscribing. I forgot I had a YouTube alerts app. You are triumphant and kill them both in battle. Stepping over the bodies, you approach the gate and call for the gatekeeper, hiding in the shadows as they approach. The gatekeeper sees the bodies and comes out to investigate, whereupon you nip inside the gate and lock them out. What a bugger we are. You walk forward into a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in the darkness. In the centre of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. What will you do? Creep around the walls towards the tower, stride boldly, or tiptoe through the shadows? Twitch chat, where's my phone? What will you do? So we've done this a couple of times, this. What do? This is a new day. Will we do something different? Creep around, as option 1 says. Stride boldly where no man has gone before. Or tiptoe through the shadow. So check your 1 minute to decide. What's that quote? Go boldly where no man has gone before. Is that the moon or is that Alien? What's that quote I just said? Boldly go. I think that's a space. It's NASA, isn't it? Is that a space quote? Who said that? Is that Star Trek? I've never seen Star Trek. What is the quote? Why did I say that? How do I know that quote? Boldly go where no one has gone before. Okay. Is that a Riker quote? Or a... Who's the other one? Douglas. Captain Kirk? It's Captain Kirk, isn't it? But in my head, I thought of Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas. He's the lead in Spartacus. I don't mean Kirk Douglas, I mean Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk Douglas. Okay. There are 3 options, and yet you have managed to 50%. So what I normally do when you offend me like this, when you 50-50 things, it means I can't make the choice. So I usually make the stream slightly worse. But as nobody voted for creep around, I'm going to upset you by choosing the option that nobody wanted. So we're going to creep around the walls because nobody voted for it. You've just been cancelled. Hey, hell. Do you know what? I was thinking, I think I'd like Star Trek. Where do I start? Do I want... next... Do I start with Next Generation? Or is that just the best Star Trek? How are you, Hal? Welcome in. If you want to creep around the walls, the tower? Episode 1. Oof. As you creep around the wall... So we've not done this one before. As you creep around the wall, you hear a low moaning noise a few meters ahead. As you get closer, you can make out the shape of a man on the ground, obviously in pain. He calls out for help. Twitch chat, is this a trap? What will you do? Help? Or, what I do in almost all social encounters, ignore. Hey, hope you're doing well. It's late for me, so just going to have a lurk here. Well, thanks for popping in, Hal. It's always good to see your name pop up. Thanks for saying hello. Hope you're well. Have a great rest of the stream. I bloody will now. The OG is great, but dated. Do you know what was on the other day? Life of Brian. That was on TV a couple of nights ago. I didn't watch it, but I've got fond memories of watching it. And I think I hate to say it, but I loved those movies. Monty Python, Life of Brian, Holy Grail. Never seen Meaning of Life. But those movies are fantastic. But I remember watching one about 5 years ago, and it was just a little bit dated, and I thought, I remember loving this as a kid watching this. But right now... it's not, guys, you 50-50'd it. So, what we do in this instance is, if you're going to make it hard for me, I'm going to make it hard for you. There we go. And we're going to do this again, but properly this time, okay? Which chat, what do you really do? Help or ignore this. Do this again, but properly, please. And then I may put the green screen back. Up to you. Up to you. The Meaning of Life has some fire songs. I've not seen it. That's one I haven't seen. I wonder if that's still going to be enjoyable in 2025. I don't think I'll be alive in 2025. I remember I used to work at a sports centre, and we used to sell yearly memberships, and I remember it turning over to 2015. January the 2nd, 2015, and I sold a yearly membership, and I went to my colleague. I was like, oh, look, it's just turned to 2015, but this expires in 2016. God, imagine it being 2016. Oh, look at that. 9 years later. Christ, I still can't imagine it's 2016. Okay. Filters, isn't it? Chroma key is back on. Okay. Now we're all being sensible. 67, ignore. 67% say ignore. Now, even if this punishes us, I would have still helped him, because he might offer something. He might have given us a clue. He might have given us an item to use, or a password, or a solution. Ignore. The shadow of the wall makes it very difficult to see. So that's it then. there was extra content provided, and you've all just gone, nah. Main quest only. Main quest only. The shadow of the wall makes it very difficult to see. A loose stone slips and you lose your balance, teetering on the edge of what you realise must be a deep pit. Test your luck. It must be under 10. Ooh, I think that's under 10. It's under 10. You are lucky. Speedrun strats. You regain your footing and step back to safety. You can then walk around the pit and continue. In the far corner of the courtyard, you come across a particular bush with branches twisting out from the central stalk, as if in agony. The leaves are diamond shape, with small berries underneath, flat and tablet-like. You take some berries with you on your adventure and creep further along the wall to the main entrance of the Citadel. Focused. How I kill Alduin. God, I'm going to get back to Skyrim one day. One day. In front of you is a large... What I'm going to do... So I've already got the spreadsheet with 350 books, I think, but I want to collect and read every Skyrim book. Oh, YouTube. Hello, Apollo. Welcome in. Another Bannerlord video soon. So I've just finished the looter video. That was posted this week on the main channel. 1,000 looters. The next one, I'm probably going to do another small one. You see, the thing is, I've got a baby due in about 5 weeks' time. Literally, due in I think 6 weeks. 6 weeks, baby's due. End of February. And I know I cannot fit another world conquest in because that takes about 4 months to complete, about 2 months to play, 100 hours, and then another 100 hours to script and edit. I know I can't fit that in before the baby's arrived. And when the baby comes, that's probably 6 weeks at least of zero content. Then I might start the Vlandia only world conquest. Until then, I'm probably going to focus on these smaller content, like that looter video, that 1,000 looters versus the world. That took honestly start to finish about 2 weeks. I can do that. I can do a couple more of those before the baby arrives. And I don't want to start a world conquest and then pause and then get back to it months later, because I'll lose my notes. The notes will be, I'll come at it with a different mindset and not remember or realize what I was trying to achieve with my notes previously. Thank you for the congratulations. Bannerlord is still going to happen, absolutely still going to happen. And to be honest, I don't know what my next video is going to be. I'm doing a series at the moment called the Worst Troop Ever, which I think is a pretty cool concept. And what is intriguing me is the peasant troop. Now, each of the 6 factions has its own peasant, and there's variations between the factions. So maybe I'll do I'll do the same video, Worst Troop Ever, but it will be tested slightly differently, and I'll test all 6 peasant troops. I'll probably Iron Man mode will be off, and I'll have 1,000 Empire peasants, and I'll do a battle, and then I'll reload, and then I'll have 1,000 Battanian peasants, and I'll do the same battle and just get that kill to death ratio, and just see what happens. I'll change the loadouts and just see what happens. And also, there was a good comment on the looter video that it spoke about auto resolve. That's something I haven't tested once in the Worst Troop Ever. I like to go like in depth in like what the troop has. Like, for instance, people probably didn't realize, but the looter doesn't have a troop ID, which is only really relevant if you're on console commands. But like, why doesn't it have a console command? That's just a weird bit of inside trivia. And also the fact that it's got 14 variations. Normally, I've never really seen more than 4 variations. Variations like some swordsmen have an axe, maybe. Maybe some swordsmen have a shield and an axe. Maybe some of them have a shield and a sword. Maybe one has a shield and a sword and a different helmet, but it's the same troop. It's just a different variation to add it like more flavour. But the looter, literally probably the worst troop in the game, has 14 variations of different rag combinations, and One's got a pickaxe and a stone. Another's got a hoe and a stone. Why has it got 14 variations? Anyway, thanks for coming in on YouTube. I hope you're well. Anyway, we're reading a book. And I'm giving Twitch chat the chance to play it. What do? Twitch chat, in front of you is a large wooden door firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times for the guard or use a strength spell to try and open it. Okay, I remember this. This is the Rhino Man, isn't it? What did the strength spell do? Should I pull this for you? Or do we just knock? Okay. I'm in the mindset of saving scrolls, and I know we can. But Apollo, look, I have 8,500 odd subscribers, and you are the only one in the YouTube stream. So Apollo, I'm asking you, what do you want the next video to be? You lucky person. What do you want it to be? And if it's not ridiculous, let's do it. I am going to poll this. So should we knock door? Or do we use spell? I'm giving you the option. What do? I'm giving you the option just because I don't quite remember. Knocking and waiting leads to a whole network of options, and maybe the strength spell is that too much pressure? Apollo. Maybe the strength spell is the best solution. Probably not, but you're gonna decide. I'm not playing this, you are. That's the beauty of this. I'm just watching you play. It's like I'm watching Twitch. Twitch is a place to watch people play games. If you're playing the game, then therefore you're the streamer, and I'm watching you play the game. What do? Twitch chat? 100% say knock door, you sensible people. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, I'm giving Twitch chat polls to decide. So if you have Twitch, if you want to take part in the polls, come on over here and get involved. The door opens and a large brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead, and its skin appears to be armor plated. It grunts to ask you what you want and demands the password before letting you in. Do you know the password? No. You will have to bluff your way in. What is our luck? Is 9 out of 10. You'll have to bluff your way in. You think quickly, reach into your bag and pull out a handful of weeds. This is what I meant by before. Like, we don't have weeds in our backpack. Weeds is not something we have in our backpack, and yet we suddenly, in this encounter, we're pulling out weeds. Showing them to the creature, you explain that you are a herbalist and have come to treat the Lord's librarian who's critically ill. The messenger never told you of any passwords. Will the guard believe you? Test your luck. Has to be under 9. Ooh. Sadly, your luck has run out. We are unlucky. He doesn't care for your story about being a herbalist. He repeats that you may not enter without the password. The Rhino Man steps forward and jabs at you with his pike. You leap quickly out of the way. Although it is not wearing armor, its thick hide looks protection enough. You must decide whether to take it on using your sword or to try magic. Twitch chat. What do we do? So, we have managed to get through this without fighting before. But in this instance, Twitch chat, what do? Oh. Sword, weakness, levitation, or strength? Twitch chat. You have 1 minute to decide. So I remember fighting this chat before and losing, I think. But I think that's just unlucky dice rolls with and bad stats. We have better stats today. I like the 21. I like the the total is 23. I like the 23 stamina, which means we've got a lot of buffer, so we can lose a lot of dice rolls. This is basically 11, isn't it? This is 11 hits and we're dead. But we do have a scroll of stamina. Why is it in a different order? We do have a scroll of stamina that gives us an extra 5 stamina. So outside of combat, we can heal 5 extra stamina. And I know that there's milky liquid at some point that we drink to regain stamina. Sword, 57% stays sword. I'm actually, we're doing a no spell run. I think that's the cleverest thing you've said today, Abyss. The creature is somewhat bulky and clumsy, snorting furiously as you avoid his blows. You draw your sword and fight. Okay, 8, we have the same skill. So the dice rolls, we have to beat him. But his stamina is 9. You take, what's that? That's 5 hits and he's dead. 11 hits and we're dead. So we really do have to be unlucky. Okay. First, okay, up there. Oh, hang on. Apollo, since you've got a baby on the way, how about after he or she, it's a girl, you make a video on a series recreating a famous historical leader Genghis Khan uses and follow a themed playstyle? That's an interesting concept. That is an interesting concept. I like that. I like that a lot. So, like, yeah. I'll think about that. Yeah. Some sort of dictator. Genghis Khan. Oh, fantastic. That might make me think of like Dothraki, like cavalry only. Not like culture specific, but like cavalry only. Oh, yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I like that idea. Fight. Okay. We've been hit twice in a row already. Genghis Bim. Oh gosh, what are these dice rolls? 3 hits in a row. 4 hits in a row. Finally. Okay, we just need... Okay, I'm going to do luck, even though it reduces our luck by 1 point every time. We just need less than 8. Okay, good. That gives us an extra 2 hits, an extra 2 damage. After a successful hit, if we do luck, we do more damage. If we get hit and we do luck, we just get less damage. Oh, we get hit again. We get hit again. We get hit again. We get hit again. We are now on the same stamina. 5 stamina versus 5 stamina. What is going on? I'm gonna have to use more luck. Okay. We get another hit in. Let's use luck. We have to be under 7. Wait, it is 7. Is that lucky? That is lucky. Okay. 3 hits and we're dead. 1 hit and they're dead. Oh, double 6s, got it. I think that was behind my head, but we got double 6. Oh, gosh, we are running on 5 out of 23 stamina. I'm going to use the scroll of stamina. Okay, now we've at least got 10 stamina. Gosh, we nearly died there. Gosh, oof. If you defeat him, you may enter the Citadel. You are in a narrow hall. Oh, so we're in the Citadel? Ah. I thought the Citadel was the Black Tower. So we are in the Citadel now. On our last playthrough, we got to the Black Tower. Interesting. And that's where the Balthus Dire is. You are in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the passage, you can see an archway with some steps leading downwards. Oh gosh, I can't remember what we did last time. Twitch chat, what do? Forwards or down? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Oh, what an exhilarating Saturday night we're having. Went downstairs and met Seamus last time. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the Seamus voice again, aren't I? I have to prepare myself for that. The Irish leprechaun. God damn. Not going to lie, it would be an excellent idea to create a historical documentary that follows the life journey of a fictional protagonist you create with a truly compelling and well-crafted narrative. Yeah, well, that's what I try to do with my world conquests. I have a... it must have been a good voice since I'm putting down. Gosh. That's what I try to do with my other ones. Like, I try and get like a funny name. Like, I don't know if anyone knows Platerade, who I bullied in my last video. He has suggested, he's in the Discord, he's on the YouTube a lot. He suggested a game called Banner Saga, and the protagonist in that is called Ubin, and they are like Vikings. The game is about Vikings, but basically. So when the Sturger playthrough, okay, Ubin, and I threw in, okay, the Banner Saga, and I'm playing a world conquest, but you're right, it's not really a fictional. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it like fake history. The inspiration behind the channel is, by my channel, is a channel called History Marsh, which is History Marsh, which is MARCHE, and they do real world history. And I also like strat gaming, and strat gaming is information 1,000 miles a minute, and is no bullshit. It's just info straight away. So I like the fast talking, no nonsense, straight to it. Cut here, cut. Next scene. And like the fake history element too. You're about to pass out, Ash. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Ash. Thanks for hanging out. Let's creep down the steps. You follow the stairs downwards. The air is cool and stagnant. At the foot of the stairs is a door. Excuse me, I've just realised. So, the last time we were in the courtyard, we strode boldly to the other side, and arrows started hitting us. And when we got there, there was something about these little gremlin creatures drinking milky liquid. We skipped that because we stuck to the shadows. We had the red liquid, which turned into muddy water. We took the milky liquid, which restored our stamina, or gave us extra skill. And we let them out. By going into that room, we let out the gremlins. I wonder what the repercussions of letting them out or keeping them in are. Did I do the poll? You follow the stairs downwards. The air is the corner stagnant. At the stairs is a door. Try the door or return upstairs. Is that a bullshit choice? Return upstairs and investigate the ground door. So the last choice we had was investigate this door or come down here. Now we're saying try the door down here or go back upstairs and try the door we were just at. So I'm going to go ahead and try the door. The door is locked. You may try to break it down by charging with your shoulder, or you may cast a strength spell on yourself. Try to wrench the door off its hinges. This I will poll. Twitch chat. What do? Charge door. Strength scroll. Scroll. You have 1 minute to decide. What do you do? There are 3 people viewing the YouTube stream apparently. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're well. How's everyone looking? Am I a bit ghostly? Am I okay? Do I need my... Hang on. I'm just seeing myself. Am I a little bit faded? Am I a little bit... Stop calling out the lurkers. I'll look at my activity list and see exactly who's watching. Bim, you're always ghostly. A little too bright. But not bright. No, I'm thinking, is my chroma key... Hang on. But then my green screen starts coming in. Is that a little bit better? Has that made any difference? I've just reduced the similarity of the green screen because I think the green screen similarity is a bit big and it's getting me a little bit. I wonder if that's any good. Can you even see the green screen flickering? I don't think we can. Are we happy? Are we happy? I'm happy. I'm happy. A bit spectre-y. We are, what are we doing? Charging the door. 86% say charge door. As you hit the door, the wood cracks a little but does not give. You try again. This time the wood splits down the middle. You break your way through and enter the room behind it. Happy? Happy? I don't want to do this again. You now stand in a large round room. It is lit by a single torch fixed onto one wall. There is no furniture in the room, save for a rough wooden table and chair in the centre. Hovering above the table, fast asleep, is a very small man, dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons. He cannot be more than a metre tall, and you cannot believe that he is still asleep after your noisy entrance. You hear a creak and turn to your right, in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. It's going to hit you unless you use a shielding spell. So, we've done this. This is a tomato. We will not use the spell. We will embrace it. You try to duck but cannot, You try to duck but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead and splatters all over your face. You brace yourself, waiting perhaps for an acidic reaction to take place, but the mushy liquid merely drips off your face onto the ground. Cautiously, you test it, first with your finger, then with your tongue. You have just been hit with a ripe tomato. You turn to face the sleeping figure, who is beginning to stir. Cautiously, you approach the little man. As you get close, a single eye opens and looks you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears and he disappears. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Are you ready for the worst Irish accent? So last time I did a good morning to you, but maybe we should do a different Irish dialect. Maybe it should be a good morning to you. Should we do that? Should we do a, what's that? Is that a Belfast? Good morning to you, says a chirpy little voice behind you, and you swivel round to see him standing there, still grinning. Oh, I can't do this. I'm getting I'm getting first-hand embarrassment. I'm O'Seamus the leprechaun, he chuckles, and he holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. He's just going to rip the band-aid off and do the accent. That's what it is. I got the green screen behind my fingers? Oh, if I wave my hand, I got the green screen behind me. That's funny. Will you shake his hand and try to apprehend him, or draw your sword? We're not going to draw a sword. Or do we draw our sword and we find something on him? Twitch chat. What do? So, to be sure. Belfast. Shake hand. I just want to check what you want to do, or sword. Just because there are options, you have 1 minute to decide. So, with these game books, often every decision has some sort of repercussion and consequence. For instance, in another book I know, it's like you're walking along and you see a man. Do you attack the man, or do you say hello? If you attack the man, you find in his pockets a solution to a puzzle or a fight later on. If you talk to the man, he gives you a different solution to a different puzzle or encounter later on. So, you just finished the second? You just finished the third playthrough? What do you... third playthrough? We just finished the second playthrough. I need a break. What are you girls playing? Oh,
few more seconds left, and then we will have an answer. Shake hand, 100%. Bakura? Never heard of that. Shake hand. You grasp his hand and introduce yourself and cry out as the nerves down your arm go numb. Oh, Seamus bursts out laughing. You lose 1 skill point. As you were using your sword arm... Oh yeah, you lose 1 skill point as you were using your sword arm. You are becoming angry, but the little man continues to shake your hand and laugh. A laugh comes from behind you and you look round to see him floating in the air, grinning. But you are still shaking his hand in front of you. Or are you? In fact, you now realise you are frantically shaking hands with a stuffed dummy, which is flopping around on the end of your arm as you shake it. You throw it to the ground, but it is stuck to your hand. The situation is ludicrous, and you are becoming very angry. Just a little joke, says the leprechaun, who snaps his fingers. The dummy disappears. Now, what can I do for you? Will you ask him the way onwards or draw your sword? Twitch chat. It's in Twitch. If you're on YouTube, come over to Twitch. If you're on YouTube and you want to vote, come over to Twitch. BIM94. The link is in my... if you go to my homepage, it'll be there. If not, go to Twitch. Search for BIM94. Or search for Citadel of Chaos. I imagine I am the top streamer streaming the Citadel of Chaos right now. And if you have a Twitch account, you can come in chat and vote. What are we doing? The question. The question. Can you read this? The question is Twitch. That's not the question. The question is what do. The question is what do, not Twitch. Ask way onwards. Or sword. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Can't believe I did that. Twitch do. Twitch do. So, my wife and I, and Baby Bim by default, are in op shops quite often. We are still trying to furnish this house, and most of the times we often come out with something. This time, another Guinness glass. Another Guinness glass. So I've been looking for like branded Guinness pint glasses for so long. You don't get pint glasses in Australia, and I like Guinness, and finding a Guinness pint glass is fantastic. I found another Guinness glass, but look at it. It's got a handle. It's got a handle like a... I've never seen... And it's Guinness branding. Can you see the Guinness? It's Guinness. I don't know if you can see that well at all. But how good's that? You 50-50'd it. So I love Guinness. I love Guinness branding. I love pint glasses. I'll have any pint glass, and I'll have anything with Guinness written on it. So if you're telling me you've got a pint glass with Guinness written on it, I'm there. Do you want to get him from the pub? Oh gosh, yeah. You 50-50 this again. You skipped the so hang on. You're playing a game where one of the achievements is finish it with the same character 3 times. That's pretty offensive, and you skipped the cutscene and it won't give the last achievement to us. That's pretty shitty development. Oh, you got that one apparently. Oh gosh, but what are these achievements you're trying to get? Gosh. Okay. That's pretty disrespectful to the player. I'm not gonna lie, you probably shouldn't be wasting your time on it. Twitch chat, what do you really do? This is quite simple. We're gonna ask him the way onwards. Ask way onwards. I don't see why anyone should draw sword. But if you want to, what the hell sort of ending is that? Fair enough. That's not the ending. You have 1 minute to decide if we're gonna do our sword. Oh no, more people. Okay, now more people are doing onwards now because sword was winning that by majority for a little bit there. Gosh, 60% say onwards. I'm making mead tomorrow as well. I've got one batch. But tomorrow I've got it all here. I'm quite excited. This is my second ever batch. So, gosh, you 50-50 it again. Okay, I didn't make it worse. I felt nice. So, there you go again. Let's have that. So, maybe I'll just stop and have a chat for a bit then. Let's get you on top. Let's get you there. Let's get you here. Let's get you there. Let's do that. So I'm making mead tomorrow. I've made mead once before. I don't like it over my face. I've made mead once before. And mead is literally... I've got 4 of these. Oh, focus. Focus. 4 of these. You need like 4 litres of water. I got a 1 gallon what do you call it? Gallon jug. What do you call them? Americans call them carboys. I mean, what do I mean? Demijohn. Whatever that means. Literally 4 of these, like 4 litres of water. You need, I've got it all here. You need a kilo of honey. And I've got that in one batch already, because it takes 4 weeks to sort of make with the yeast as well as what you need. 2 weeks in the first demijohn, and then you sort of siphon it out for the second process in another demijohn, a 1 gallon jug, and then after that second week, you have to bottle it, and you have to bottle it for 3 months. Now my first batch is ready next month, after my baby's due actually. So that's one of the first things I'll be having with my newborn. Not with her. But this time, I thought what would be exciting is, instead of just honey, let's have honey maple mead. So I've got some Canadian maple syrup. It's 100% pure apparently. Naturally sweet, perfect on warm waffles, or pancakes. So I'm going to be making, so I've got a honey mead being made, which is currently at about 7.5% alcohol content. Next I'm going to be using a maple mead. How nice does that sound? Okay, should we start doing this properly? Let's get chat back down where it was. Let's get the filter back. Now, Twitch chat, I'm going to ask you... I'm going to stay big, though. I'm going to ask you a question. Cat Fairy, welcome. Hello, you. Welcome in. How are you? Yeah, you playing Power... I saw that. Power War Simulator. I saw you pop up. For the 3rd time, what do you really do? Ask way onwards. I see your question on YouTube as well. I'll get to you in a moment. I just have to sort this Twitch rebel out first. Draw sword. Okay, for the 3rd time, Twitch chat, what are we doing? Kartiki Ray, you do YouTube primarily or something with it? What does that mean? I stream on YouTube and Twitch twice a week. That's a recent thing. I suppose I do YouTube. I make YouTube videos primarily, I suppose. And recently, I'm doing two streams a week. Saturdays, Sundays at about 9 p.m. Today I started at 8:30 because literally it's when my daughter goes to sleep. And as soon as she's sorted, I'll make myself a cup of coffee and go live. That's what I do primarily. What do you mean? I mean, I have a day job. Is that what the scope of that question is quite vast, actually. Do you do YouTube primarily or something with it? What would I do with it? Your question is so intriguing. I love it. Sword, 60%. Thank you very much for the question, though. Let's go. Let's do this a bit more sensibly. Oh, where did I go? I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. I flipped though. Have I flipped? Have I flipped? I think I meant to be this way. Was I? I want to be the way that you can read writing that I show you. Is that the correct way? No. That is the correct way then. A bit bigger? Is that too big? Twitch chat, you okay? Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. We're drawing our sword on the leprechaun. We've not done this yet. I wonder what will happen. Ooh. You quickly unsheathe the sword, pointing it towards the leprechaun. He throws a glance at your blade, and to your horror, it droops limply from the hilt, hanging downwards like a leather belt. It seems you won't get too far acting aggressively. Perhaps you'd better ask him the way onwards. As if that took 3 goes. Oh, I shouldn't go this way, says Seamus. These are not pleasant parts. These, and then the quotation marks stop randomly. But it's like this is his dialogue. So I don't really understand if this is his dialogue. Must take a toll on you, but doing day job and YouTube caring for a child. Much love, I've subbed. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. So well, I only work 2 days a week really. The rest of the time I'm the primary carer of my first child. Got a second child on the way. And yeah, no. So YouTube is a thing for me. When everyone's gone to sleep, I've got about 2 or 3 hours, depending on how late I want to stay up. And my child is an early riser, 5:30, 6 a.m., which is lucky, really, for some. You know, some kids wake up earlier. She's not a baby; she doesn't wake up through the night a lot. No, we don't do night feeds anymore, because she's 2.5 now. So I've got about 2. That's why my videos take so long to make, particularly the long ones, because I'm literally working with about 2 hours a night. But no, thank you for the comment. Thank you for subscribing. Jambalaya, welcome in. Oh look, it's kicking off now. If you're new here, watching the live stream, don't forget to just lower your standards a lot. Okay? If my daughter wakes up, I'll have to leave you alone and put her back to bed. I might be 20 minutes, I might be 5 minutes. If you're watching this on the VOD, on the second channel, BM94 and more, I'll edit those out, so you'll probably have it's funny, watching the VOD, you'll have probably a better experience, because these ad breaks and interruptions will be edited out, but you're not here live. So is watching the VOD better, or is being here live better, where you can actually vote and talk to me and ask questions and talk to the others? But I think the worst way to experience this is to be a subscriber, because even through the ad breaks I'm going to disappear, so you don't even get ad-free viewing, because during the ads I'm gone. So the worst way to view this is to be a subscriber, because I'm making it fair for everyone so nobody misses out. The opposite side of the room are 3 doors. One has a brass handle, one has a copper handle, and one has a bronze handle. Which will you choose? If you try the brass handle door, let's do this as a poll as we go. What do unsubscribe? Yeah, but if you are watching this live, are you really gonna stick around for the whole thing? Or is that not where the enjoyment comes from? Is the enjoyment with the interactions while you're here? What do? Because when you're watching a VOD, like when I watch VODs, I start it I watch it for 30 minutes or an hour, and then I'll get busy doing my next thing. And then next time I'm free, I'll pick it back up again, and I end up finishing the VOD. Brass. So is the enjoyment watching the entire thing? Like, if you're here now and weren't here last stream, do you feel like you're missing out? Or is that irrelevant? Ask for advice. Start poll. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. It's interesting. So I'm trying to make the VOD as entertaining and good as possible. That's why I don't want to talk through ad breaks or anything, because if I stop gameplay, if you're watching the VOD, you might have searched for this video for the game. So if I talk for 3 minutes through an ad break, that's not what you're looking for. This isn't an edited, polished, scripted video, which you might be looking for, but you've ended up with a live stream. Before, I was very, very passionate about reading every chat, but I think to a point that is detrimental to the quality of the, what do you want to call this? What's a performance? The entertainment. The reading out every 100% say ask for advice. You want to hear the accent, don't you? I think reading every chat is somewhat detrimental to the entertainment of the stream, particularly when it's not it's something the streamer can't bounce off from. So if you're reading out a conversation between 2 or 3 chatters, and it's not to do with you or your stream, that might go against the stream slightly. So I'm reading every comment. Are you drinking mead? No, that's not mead. No, my mead's not ready yet. The mead that I've made, that's ready in February, and I'm going to make another batch tomorrow. This is passion fruit juice from Woolies, $1.30. Woolies, if you're available for sponsorship, talk to me. I am available. I will push your passion fruit drinks so hard. Have your people talk to my people. Guinness, Tarakash, Peter Alexander, Raid Shadow Legends. Do you know, people say, hang on. Do you know, people say, you know, they say to me in comments all the time, you know, I hope good things happen to you. I hope, I wish you all the success. But when someone gets too big, that's when a few of the original people drop out. If someone gets too big, and when they start accepting sponsorships like that, they're like, oh, you sold out. But hang on, no, a sponsorship, that can be very lucrative. That can be the difference between someone quitting their day job and committing to content full time, and therefore putting more time and effort into the content and videos that you want and you have wished all the success for. So, and everyone just skips them anyway. And if there's money involved, that's madness. It's nice to think. I suppose I'm going to be careful what I say, because I'm not criticizing anyone, or any company even. But there's sponsorships that you can take that will lose viewer trust, and unless you are fully behind and it's alongside your goals and stuff, products that you use, products that you're pushing, all of that, I would 100% take Raid Shadow Legends 100% as a sponsorship. A 1 minute advert. I don't drop if someone accepts a sponsorship, but there's no interaction because there's too many chats. I might not pop in the stream because it's like watching a VOD. Well, yeah, that's a fair comment.
with sponsorships, I would it honestly, it's probably the difference between quitting a day job and committing to this full time. A sponsorship, particularly one from like Raid Shadow Legends, which has a huge marketing. Don't endorse a product if you wouldn't actually buy. Yeah, but what if it's the difference between quitting a day job or not? What if then? What happens then? Don't endorse a product you wouldn't actually buy. Well, honey's in the news recently, isn't it? So I thought it was my daughter. But like, if money's involved, if a substantial amount of money is involved, why not? Why not? It's the morality. It's what you got to balance. Precisely viewer trust. Would you trade viewer trust for a high-paying sponsorship, or would you turn down the high-paying sponsorship, have to keep your day job, have less money, and wait for the good one? What if the good one... I think that's what I wish for 2025. I want a sponsorship. And I'm really going to have to think hard, because I'm on both sides of the fence here. I'm not on the middle. I am firmly on both sides of the fence. You trade viewer trust, but are able to follow your dreams, ambitions, goals on the content creation side of things, or do you reject the lucrative opportunity and wait for the good one, but then you're relying on fan funding, I suppose. Well, you're not really relying on fan funding, but like it's a difficult one. Folks saying Honey's a scam. Yeah. So what Honey was it's a plugin you use on your browser, and it will find coupons for anything that you want to buy. And oftentimes there will be no coupon. Sometimes there will, apparently, but oftentimes it won't. But regardless of that, Honey would be stealing the affiliate link from the person you are buying from. So let's just say I have a sponsorship with Udi. That's a popular one. If I say, look, use my link and buy Udi, or a gaming chair. A gaming chair is probably a better example. Buy a gaming chair, use my link, you get a discount. You click on my link, so I get money for you buying the product on my affiliate link. I don't have affiliate links, but that's how it works. Honey, if you have the plugin, Honey takes the affiliate link and they get the commission. And on top of that, companies were paying Honey to not use valid coupon codes. So companies were paying Honey to not use coupon codes that would have worked at the checkout. Mega Lag is the YouTuber that made a video on it. I'd recommend anyone watch it. What are we doing? Did I do a poll? 7 minutes ago. What was the poll result? Ask for advice. Yes, that's it. Plus a high discount code. Yes, because that store will be partnering with Honey and would say, please only show the... Yes, exactly, Mish. Markiplier was right. I saw that too. He predicted it in 2019. Yeah. Ask for advice. Anyway, let's carry on with the game, shall we? Before I talk myself out of sponsorships forever. Which would I take, eh? He muses. Let's see. I would not take the 2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one, nor the door to the right of the bronze-handled one. Which door will you choose? We got the what do poll happening. Brass. We got copper. We got bronze. Now, I forget exactly which one we did last time, but we got blinded and there were sharp teeth, but it was all a prank. Oh, ads start in 1 minute. How about I start an ad now, and we come back after this. Twitch chat, I'll come back. If you're watching the VOD, I'll edit this out, but I'll be back in 3 minutes. Have we started? Here we started. Perfect. I don't want to enter frame until the ad's finished, but I'm literally just standing out of camera shot. I'm literally just standing here waiting for the ads to finish. Am I coming in? 20 seconds. No, I'm not here. I feel like I'm locked out of my own bedroom or something. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the ads are finished. I can come back now. Thank you, everybody. Hello. No, I don't want to be sitting down because it's confusing for the people. It's confusing for the people that are in the ads. Welcome back. Thank you. I was waiting there eating a banana and being like, oh, can't sit down. If I sit down, people think I'm going to go again. and for the VOD, everything's about the quality of the VOD. I want, for the VOD, I can't just, because I'm going to cut out the ad break, right? I'm going to cut out, you're not going to get an ad break, but I want to cut out the nothing. And when I make the cut, I want, just for absolute clarity, I want, and we're back in, boom. I don't want to already be here and make a cut halfway through a sentence. So that's why silence and then ad break and then a step back, because that's an important part. Me coming in shot and sitting down, it's a tactic. It sets expectations. I'm not here. This is definitely not pre-recorded, and I need you to know that. So I need to physically come in shot and sit down. Now expectations have been set. Let's crack on. What did we What was the results? Nobody voted? Is that right? No. I don't know how you've done this, Twitch chat, but you've 0%ed it. Oh, it's green. It's green, so it's green screened out. Check this out, everybody. I need you to see this. Can you see that? Is it in focus yet? Oh, it's not going to focus, is it? Anyway, you've 0%ed it. So should we do that again then? Voting didn't work? Really? Well, fair enough. Was it the ads? Just do all three. Okay, again, Twitch chat. What do brass, copper, bronze? I can't believe 0%ed it. That's amazing. Or let me turn my thing back off. There you go. Perfect. How's that, everybody? So, how were the ads? About another 40 seconds to go. Don't forget, if my daughter does wake up, I will have to go. I'll be 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. I will be back though. If you're watching the VOD, they'll be edited out. You don't need to worry. If you're watching the VOD, don't worry. I don't have ads. I've subbed. I wanted to hear about the ads. Look at everybody. This is the same people from 2 years ago. This is fantastic. 60% say brass. It's so good to see you all here 2 years later. This is fantastic. They won't be worrying. Exactly. Brass, handle the doors.
You open the door and peer through into the darkness beyond. You walk a couple of paces forward, allowing your eyes to accustom themselves to the blackness. You close the door behind you, bidding the leprechaun farewell. Ah, here we go. A sudden intense flash of lights burst out in front of you. You shield your eyes and then rub them, but you cannot see. Panic hits you as you hear a low, growling noise. Padded footsteps come closer and you cry out in pain as this unseen creature roars and embeds its sharp teeth in your leg. What will you do? Now, everybody, calm down. On sponsorships, I don't mind if streamer gets sponsored, but as someone said, if it causes the stream to become less engaging, where the streamer talks to chat. Where about now? Hang on. I'm mainly talking about YouTube videos. So sponsorships on YouTube where there's like a 60-second segment. That's really what I'm talking about. Sponsorships on streams. I'm not too. The trouble is with streaming, I can't really commit to anything because I stream so little. Like I've only just got back to 2 days a week, and even then I can't guarantee length or time. So I can't exactly say I'm going to do this stream on this day because in 5 weeks I'm having another baby. So streaming, you got a sponsor block for YouTube, so go for it. I'm new. Not part of the OG group, hopefully. Yeah, so I used to stream. So here's Apollo on YouTube. The story is, I used to stream on Twitch. That's how I've met everybody here. But then I had my first child. She's now 2.5. But when she was about 6 months old, that's when I really packed in streaming. I couldn't do it. It was too much of a burden on everyone else in the family. I couldn't have the my streaming set up where I wanted it, and it was very difficult because where I was streaming was my daughter's bedroom, and she was a 6-month-old baby, so I had them to get the other end of the house, or it couldn't be during naps, it couldn't be late at night because she was obviously sleeping in there. So I'd have to kick my wife out for an hour or two, and that's all I had, an hour or two. And it just got too much of a burden. So I packed in streaming, and I thought, well, I really like Bannerlord, and I'm playing that at night. I can play that at night. I don't need a streaming setup, and I've got my recording software, OBS. And so I thought, I'll make a Bannerlord video, just because I want to keep up with content, and even if no one watches it, it's just for me. And I made the Empire only video, and that did very, very well. And fast forward over a year, and I'm very proud of the YouTube channel that I've got, and now that I've moved house and I don't have a second child yet, I'm able to stream again. So there was a 2-year hiatus where I was not streaming, and everybody's back. It's fantastic. Apollo, yes, you are in the group now. I'm very proud of you, and thank you, man. No, thank you. And it's funny because I think you were my second ever follower on Twitch. I think that was after Tekkas, my real life mate. And it's been lovely because we've always been talking for the 2 years. It's been lovely seeing you grow and get where you are now, and continue to grow. It's fantastic. What a lovely group of people we are. Tiny coffee cups. Oh, since when did you get partner? Congratulations. My goodness. Congratulations. Hi, I lurk often. Oh, thank you very much for lurking. I hope you're voting as well. You better be voting. You better not be 50-50 in these votes. Pumpkin King? Gosh, everybody's here. Anyway, my partner knows very little about Twitch, but she used to ask about the stream. You always talk shit. Oh, you always threw. I want to say hate. It wasn't hate. It was top tier banter. I do actually when it's a tie. What you make it not a tie?
Thank you. Anyway, everybody here, do not panic, because this, what I've just read out, if you were here, is an illusion. We're going to waste a strength spell. We're going to waste a weakness spell. The next page is going to say that we die, but it's all a prank, and we wake up next to the leprechaun. So we're going to draw our sword. It's not going to do anything, but we won't have wasted a spell. Here we go. You slash out madly with your sword, but cannot hit the creature. Either it is extremely quick, or it has no solid body for you to hit. Its teeth are now tearing at your flesh, and you can feel blood on your leg. You will have to protect yourself with magic, or face certain death from this unseen creature. Everybody, don't panic. I've got this. Let's not waste a strength spell. Let's not waste a weakness spell. We're gonna not cast either. The creature is savaging you mercilessly, and you are powerless to prevent it. Your leg is covered in blood, and the pain is sickening. To no avail, you struggle with the unseen head. You are in agony. The creature lunges at your neck, and your last memory before losing consciousness is of its jaws closing around your throat. You awake and look around. As your memory returns, you are amazed that you can see. Your leg feels tender but is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle coming from above you, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense. Floating above you is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. We've not used a spell yet this playthrough. You are enraged and leap to your feet, but as you glare at the funny little man rolling about in the air in hysterics, you can't help but see the funny side too. You chuckle, then giggle, then laugh loudly. For some time, the two of you roar with laughter until tears stream down your faces. When you are both able to control yourselves, you eventually settle down to chat. He is a pleasant little man. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed, you are a good sport. Your way ahead is fraught with danger, though. Perhaps these will help you." With a wave of his hand, a sword and a plate appear on the table. The sword is a magic battle sword and increases your skill by 1 point during battle. The plate is, in fact, a silver mirror of fine workmanship. You take these with you, but you will have to leave your old sword behind. You bid O'Shamus farewell and leave the room. Which door do you leave by? Quick chat. I have no memory of this, actually. What do the doors? I remember him giving us the mirror and the sword. Leave by brass, leave by copper, leave by bronze. Is everyone having a nice time? Is everybody happy? Is everybody enjoying themselves as much as I am? Savaged by Vex. Guys, I must go. Unfortunately, I will catch you guys later. Apollo, it's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for being in the YouTube chat. I hope to see you again soon. Good to meet you. Take care. See you next time. See you tomorrow at 9 p.m. If not, next Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. That's the Twitch schedule. Or if not, just leave my videos playing in the background. Just do that. The VOD will be available on the second channel after stream, next stream tomorrow. I'll edit out the thing. So if you've missed it, if we're offline and you've missed it, check out the second channel. I'm growing that. I think we're on 35 subscribers, which is slightly less than the main channel. 100% say bronze. The door opens into a passageway. You follow the passageway onwards for some time, and it twists and turns through the rock. You pass another passageway, joining from the right, and carry straight on. Eventually, the path widens out. Ooh, this is new. The passageway widens, and you are now walking alongside a flowing river. Just ahead, a woman seems to be washing clothes. She has a basket of these clothes beside her, and several sets of long johns are hanging on the line behind her. What will you do? To draw your sword and advance?
ready for fight, you can hail her and make conversation, or try using an ESP spell to find out who she is. Twitch chat. What do sword, hail, or ESP? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Oh, this is fantastic. Happy. Oh, what a legend Apollo was, coming in here, watching on YouTube on his own. What a legend. What an absolute legend. I always got scared about dual streaming on YouTube because obviously, particularly my main channel, that's a place that I have tried to ensure quality scripting, editing, polish. A live stream, I can't be that good. When I spend 4 months on a 40-minute video, you can't expect me to spend no time on a 2-3 hour video, live stream, sorry. Ah, you 50-50'd it. You... So... Jambalaya, I didn't read your comment out because it started off looking like it was a little bit on the line. I went to see a psychic who was in a bad mood. Then I saw a clairvoyant who was really grumpy. I'm just trying to find a happy medium. It started with, I went to see a psychic. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to proofread this before I read this out. Fantastic. Okay, Twitch chat. Mish votes for ESP. Okay, instead of wasting another minute, okay, we're going with ESP thanks to Mish, who was late. Because I don't want to draw my sword. ESP. You concentrate on her mind and you are shocked to find that she is not alive. As she seems, but has been dead for many years, ever since a raging fire, a curse put on her by Balthasar himself for failing to launder his robes in time for an important meeting, burned her and her children to death. Her ghostly body has been doomed to wash clothes for eternity. She is indeed a miserable wretch. You now notice that she is growing angry and suspicious with your presence. She is chanting something under her breath. You need to act fast. Twitch chat, what do you do? What do we fancy a change in the music? Attempt to talk? Or move past her? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Should we change the music? Icy Tundra? Dungeon Delve? Should we do Stalking Danger for a bit? I love these books. You cannot... Oh, who's that? Tiny Coffee Cups. Oh, thank you for subbing on YouTube. Calling you out. Music that makes me feel like riding a dragon into battle. Stalking Danger. Oh. You cannot, none of you can comprehend how happy I am playing these books with you. This is honestly childhood, 100% say talk. This is honestly, childhood Bim will be happy knowing that future Bim is reading these. Attempt to talk to him. What brings you to these parts? She demands. You tell her your story, carefully avoiding telling her your real mission. She advises that if you know any magic, you should flee from this place. The creatures you have met so far do not compare to those you will come across within the Citadel Tower itself. She tells you you will never meet the Master without finding the Fleece first, and bids you luck on your mission. You add 2 luck points for the information you have learned, and continue onwards. That's lucky, because we were down to 6 luck, we're now back up to 8. Or we'd have 10 stamina still though. Turn to 6. Oh, she was friendly. So I feel like we might have wasted that ESP scroll. But it was nice to know the backstory. We probably wouldn't get that backstory if we hadn't. About the burning. The path runs alongside the river for several meters and then cuts back into the rock. You follow the path for some time. Some way along the passage, blame Mish. Somewhere along the passage, you arrive at the 4-way junction. You take a path to the north, which eventually leads you to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing by listening at the keyhole. Will you try to open the door slowly and quietly? Otherwise, you could try charging the door down instantly without even trying. Twitch chat. What do? Oh, this music is actually pretty apt for sneaking by doors. Try door slowly. Charge door quickly. There you go. We're just hungry for lore. Exactly. What do? What music? Can you not hear the music? I don't want it too loud, you see. How loud is that music? Do we need it louder? I mean, it's ambience. But what do we need? What do we require? What do you need to be more comfortable? More lore. Twitch chat, what do we do? 100% so far are saying try door slowly. Try to open the door slowly and quietly. Music is a little low, so I can turn it up. Is that any better? Sound effects too? Should have everything on max. Just let me know, okay? If it competes with me too much, just let me know. Try and open the door slowly and quietly. The handle turns and you step into a dark room, not the max. How's that, Goldilocks? Is that all right? You turn the handle and the handle turns and you step into a dark room. Here we go. We're here again. Perfecto. Excellent. You look around the room. It is lit only by your torch. Although a fairly large room, it has little furniture in it. Although a large boulder, sliced flat, resembles a table, and a smaller rock forms a sort of stool behind it. In one corner, a pile of rocks are held together with mud. You cannot imagine their purpose, although they support 3 wooden chests. Then you jump with fright as your torch lights up a large creature, seemingly made of rock itself, standing by a door. It is roughly human-shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring straight at you, but you cannot be sure it is actually seeing you. What? Oh, that page turn was loud, wasn't it? What will you do? So last time you made the wrong decision and ran for the other door. But I will include it still. Run for door. Attempt to speak. Or the boxes. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. So you have been presented with content. Side quests, maybe. You can ignore what has been presented to you by this unique pattern of events and choices you have made and go for the door, or you may be less uncurious and explore this room for a bit. Chat to the bloke. Look what's in the chests, and maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's a whole heap of gold. We don't know. You can't hear music, but I do have cyberpunk music pumping out the TV. Well, there you go. Okay, now we're saying speak to him. We've got about another 10 seconds left. Okay, now no one's going for door. 75% speak, 25% boxes. Here we go. Thank you everyone for participating in the voting. This honestly wouldn't work if nobody was voting, so just thank you for participating. We're going to speak. I wonder if this is going to be a fight. The creature must communicate in some method unknown to you. You hail it in all the languages you know, but it continues to stand silently. You make a move towards the center of the room. At your first movement, the creature seems to break from its trance and steps towards you. Seeing this, you may either run for the door at the far end of the room, or make for the boxes and risk taking on this silent giant. Twitch chat, what do you do? What do? So the first choice, run for door or boxes. What's in the box? What's in the box? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Oh. I like this shirt. It's not white. It's like got purple stitching in the white. So if you look at it in real life, it's kind of like an off-white purple lavender. Lavender makes the eyes pop. I used to be so into suits. I spent more on my wedding suit than my wife did on her dress. Dapper as fuck, yeah. I bought I had a tailor-made morning suit, which is what the royal family wear. It's like a tailcoat, but not as flashy. Morning dress is still has tails, but it has a closed. It's like a suit. It's a suit jacket with a tail. I also have a tailcoat, and that's like an open waistcoat type front that you wear with a. I wore a white bow tie as well. Had the suit made, had the bow tie made. 67% say boxes. That wasn't meant to be a flex. Morning. That wasn't meant to me being boasting. I was saying I love suit and shirts, bow ties, tying a bow tie, tying a tie. I love all that. I love dressing like that. The golem advancing towards you is a slow-moving creature, and you reach the boxes easily. You curse as you find that they are all locked. As you struggle with the locks, the golem closes in on you. How will you confront this mighty creature? Twitch chat. New poll. Bim is part of the royal family? Ah, no. What do? Sword, fire, creature, copy. Now I wonder how that will help. I hope creature copy copies the creature and is on our side. Otherwise we've just doubled the threat. Or forget boxes. Run. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. The expensive suits do look 7% better than the cheapies, yeah. Yeah, it was. This was the time before kids, before a mortgage. Wouldn't do that again. I mean, it's a nice suit. I still have it. It's a lovely suit. "20 seconds. I hope we. This is we. Oh, I wonder if we are going to finish this stream, because we are kind of close to where we died earlier on. What do we do? 83%, sorry, say creature copy. A perfect copy of the golem forms in front of you. You command it to attack the real golem, which is now almost upon you. While your creation distracts the original, you have a chance to examine the boxes. Excellent. Good choice, everybody. While the original golem and the copy fight noisily behind you, you have a chance to peek inside one of the boxes. Which will you choose? Which box? There you go. A different question this time. First, second, third. Twitch chat, 1 minute. Which box? This is a bit of an arbitrary choice. I don't like it when there's like no further context. Like it's like, what is this decision? But if we can memorize, if just in case we fail later on, let's memorize which choice we made. And then next time, if we are faced with this choice, we know what's in one of the boxes. There has been no votes yet. Twitch chat. There we go. Thank you. Which chest are we looking in? The first, the second, or the third? I wonder if we're going to finish this. There you go, 100% with 3 votes. Thank you very much. Say the third box. The box is solidly made and you cannot break the lock with your hands. You draw your sword to try and hack it off, and as you do so, the box falls on your shin, causing a nasty cut. You must deduct 2 stamina points. Oh my goodness, we are on 8 out of 23 stamina points. Your sword will not break the lock. How do you wish to proceed? Gosh, okay, so the third is the wrong choice. Which box? What are the options? First, second, or press onwards. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. I hope we don't actually die by doing crap like that. The map? What's the map? Portcullis Courtyard Temple? Wine cellar? Oh, these are things that we've missed. Oh, look, it's telling us. Oh, these are the routes we went to. So we went to the temple. Oh, the temple. Oh, you can't see this by my head. Okay, so look, Portcullis Courtyard. The first playthrough we went to the temple. We didn't do that. This playthrough we went to the guarded door, which we never went to before. Oh yes, we did. Okay, but we just missed out on the temple. Leprechaun. We didn't go to the wine cellar. We went to the washerwoman instead. We've gone to the golem. Will we go to the dining hall next? Gargoyle. I don't remember the gargoyle. Oh, yes, I do. On the stone thing. Nursery Island Ganges. Interesting. I didn't know there was a map. 80% say first box now. After some struggling, the box opens. Inside is a silver key. What would you like to do with it? What do? Second, third, or just leave. So what do we do with the key? Try it on the second box. You have 1 minute to decide. Try it on the second, try it on the third, or leave with this key. God, this is like a Russian doll thing, isn't it? Goodness gracious me. Is this key even for these boxes? Who knows? God, what fun. What fun.
Here we go. What are we thinking? 20 seconds left? 20 seconds. 20 long seconds. What do we do? What do we talk about? I got nothing. What are we doing so far? What does Twitch chat think at the moment? 75% third. The third box that has previously shinned us. We'll try the key on the third box. The key will not turn, no matter how hard you try. In your frustration, you throw the box on the ground and it vanishes. Oof. You grope around for the invisible box, but cannot feel it anywhere. In total despair, you turn towards the door and set off once more towards your goal. Okay, so forgetting the second chest, we're forgetting the golems fighting each other. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway, which runs eastwards for several meters and then ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually find yourself in the narrow passageway. A short distance ahead, you can see an opening into a large, well-lit room. You press forwards. The room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table, large enough to seat some 40 or 50 people, stands in the centre. Edged with chairs, various doors and passageways lead from the room, but you are particularly interested in two wide staircases which lead upwards to either end of a balcony. Overlooking the hall, paintings and suits of armour decorate the walls. The room is empty. What would you like to investigate? So, we investigated the suits of armour last time, and we got hurt. Then we were unable to look at the paintings. So, Twitch chat, do you want to go left, hand railings, or right hand railings, or paintings? I am not going to give you the option to inspect the suits of armour. We're not doing the suits of armour again. That's not even a choice. The suits of armour, we get nothing, we just got hurt. It was like, we get a slap around the face and we lose stamina, which we only have 8 left. Do I have any other healing? We're gonna. Oh, it's like you don't trust us. I do not trust you. You don't play how I will play. So I'm not trusting you in paintings. 80% already say paintings. I wouldn't either. Exactly. You see. 10 seconds left, and then I can make a decision. 83% are saying investigate the paintings. The paintings are portraits of various lords and countesses prominent in the kingdom of Kragan Rock. Behind a chair at the head of a table is a portrait of Balthus Dyer himself. He does indeed look a powerful adversary. Add 1 luck point for the warning of his appearance, but lose 1 stamina point for the feeling of fear he instills. You may now either continue up the left-hand staircase or the right-hand staircase. Twitch chat. What do left or right-hand staircases? That's not how you spell right. I am not changing it. Portrait. Say portrait again. Portrait. How do you say it? So British, is it? How else? What other ways are there to say portrait? Portrait. Would you? Rachel has been repeating portrait. Are you still on a voice call? I want to be part of the voice call.
You 50-50'd it. Guys, what am I supposed to do with you when you do this? Fuck, I didn't go left. I think last time we were right, weren't we? I reckon one of these is dangerous. Should we just go left? And you go west or left. You should know this. West or left? Okay, let's go. Last time, does anyone remember what we did last time? What did we do last time? I think it was right. Let's just go left. Like you're all begging. No, we went right, didn't we? The staircase creaks as your foot falls on it. You try to ascend as quietly as possible, but the old timbers groan under your weight. Suddenly, one of the stairs click as if to trigger a switch of some kind. To your surprise, all of the stairs flick downwards. You are now standing on a smooth, steep slope. Try as you might, you cannot keep your balance and fall down on the slope, tumbling head over heels. If you wish to use a levitation spell, you may fly up and out of danger to land on the balcony above. Otherwise, you must turn to 254. What is the danger? I'm gonna give you the choice here. What to do? Are we falling to our death? Levitation or 254? To which you have 1 minute to decide. Is levitation necessary? Do we need levitation later? What do? What do? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Are we wasting a spell? Or are we literally going to start again if this is the wrong choice? Is it worth risking the levitation scroll? The levitation scroll saved us later on, didn't it? But that's because we use the rope against the box. Let's go Dua Leap him levitate. Not heard that song in a while. P right back. Fuck it, we will. Okay, levitation is winning it at the moment with levitation. Let me speak English. Levitation is winning it at the moment with 75%. Done. Levitate, we're using up the scroll. You chant the words of the levitation spell using a scroll and you float safely to the top of the staircase. Okay, remember the right-hand staircase. Along the balcony are 3 doors. Which would you like to take? I can't remember which door we did last time. Left. Center. Right. Spelled correctly this time. Okay. You have 1 minute to decide. What the hell do you do? Left, center, or right? I wonder. About halfway there. 30 seconds left. Center is winning it. I don't think we did center last time. Did we? Does anyone remember? Was anyone here? I can't remember. So let's find out. The center door wins it 67%. It was the center door. You listen at the door and can hear squeaky voices laughing and squabbling. You try the handle and the door opens. Inside is a brightly coloured room. A few small beds are in one corner, and strewn about the floor are small mannequins of various brutish creatures. Along the right-hand wall is a large box, and just beyond the box is a door. In the centre of the floor, and looking up at you quizzically, are 3 infant creatures.
They are human-like but have green skin, pointed ears, and slit-like eyes. What will your approach be? Twitch chat. What will you do? What do E hat do? Not E hat do. What do? Sword. Pack. Confidently. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Wasn't there an option last time to use a spell? Spell of illusion. Okay, so that's obviously... I'll look in your pack for the scroll of illusion. So if we look in our pack, it's the scroll of illusion. Gosh, we got 7 stamina left. That is not looking good. On like a third health, quarter health, that's not good at all. Now you've balanced the answers. Someone better put a vote in. Don't 33 it, or I'll turn my green screen off. I will. Someone put a vote in. 33. Don't test him. Okay. I'm not putting the green screen on. I'm going to draw sword. I think is not... I don't think that's the first thing I'd want to do. Look in your pack for the illusion spell. I want to walk confidently across the room just to see what a bit of confidence happens. As you stride past them, the little creatures watch you silently. They seem merely to find you interesting. You feel that something is not quite right here. You leave the room and head down a short corridor. Some meters down, you find yourself at the foot of a staircase. Okay, perfect. So I've just saved us a scroll. This is the spiral staircase which leads right up into the Citadel Tower. You climb up the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with 2 doorways in front of you. I can't remember what we did last time. This is so infuriating. Twitch chat. What do? Left hand door? Right hand door. What do you do? Thank you for being here, everybody. This is so much bloody fun for me. I don't know what it's like for you, but I'm having the best time. No bookmarks. If we die, we start again. I keep thinking I hear Baby Bim. What do we do? "20 seconds left, it looks like. 67% saying the right hand door. And that's what we will do, the right hand door. You try the handle and it turns. The door is stiff and you must shove it open. The room inside is some sort of living abode with tables, chairs, shelves, and a collection of animal heads on the wall. There is a plush piled carpet on the floor. Suddenly, one of the animal heads turns and looks towards you. It is some kind of dog, and it barks loudly in a tone which is a warning, both to you and to any of its cronies which may be within earshot. As you watch the head, you do not notice a carpet which flies up off the floor and whisks past you, clipping your ear. You spin around in time to see one of the chairs slowly reforming itself into a tall man. "What business have you here?" he booms. How will you respond? You can talk to him, employ the use of a spell scroll, search through your backpack for a weapon or gift, or quickly leave the room. Twitch chat, what do you reckon? Talk, spell, backpack, or leave? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. What do we have in our backpack that we could for a weapon or a gift? We don't have anything. Oh, berries. Got some berries. A silver mirror, small berries, silver key. I think that's Baby Bim. Hello, gorgeous girl. Let's go back to bed. Twitch chat, stay there. I don't want you on camera. I will be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Lindor became a member. Congratulations, my lord or lady. You will be featured in the next video. Whatever that will be, whenever that will come out. I just dropped in to give support and noticed the stream. Oh, thanks for popping in. So we stream now Saturdays and Sundays, about 9 PM in Australia time. That was Baby Bim. We just have to put up with my daughter waking up, and I have to leave and put her back to bed. The next time she wakes up, she normally wakes up now, just then, and that's normally when I would close off and end stream. I'm going to push further. She might be up in another 5 minutes though, but the next time she wakes up, that will be the end of the stream. But if we're happy with that, then I can continue streaming, and you can continue listening to me be an influential genius. What did we say? Was there a poll? I thought that was literally her coming out now. Oh, that is you. I'm so sorry, Anna. Everybody, end of stream. Thank you very much. I'll be back here tomorrow about 9 PM. Bye, everybody. Hey, gorgeous. I know. Go back to bed then, darling. Don't look at the lights.